Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to some more Scrap Mechanic Auto Racing. Today, we've got a second exhibition race here on Beckwith Raceway. The same racers from last time, but more exciting competition. We fixed some bugs, added some camera angles, and made the AI a little bit smarter. Let's go check out some highlights from the qualifying round. Ryder went out on their hop lap first. They went around really well. They had coming from a sore second place from the last exhibition race, starting with a 106.351. That's actually 500ths off of the fastest qualifying lap from last race. As you can see right there, Chaos Shifter almost ran into Lemon Racer, who got stuck behind Grasshopper for some reason during their cooldown lap. That didn't seem to slow down Chaos Shifter at all, actually getting a provisional second place with a 106.411. Later on, it seemed like Grasshopper was having some troubles, maybe some engine problems or not, but they were 2 seconds behind the leader coming into the final straight. We don't know what happened, there was no interference, but that ended them up with a 108, 2 seconds behind anyone. The last qualifier, and actually the winner from the last race, was Black Knight. They are yet to qualify. Their rival from the last race, White Ryder, is the time to beat with a 106.351. They had a super strong moment at the chicane, putting them ahead by a lot, but they lost it overall in the middle in the snake. At the end, you could see Black Knight take the corner really well and then charge out of the last turn, coming into the front straight 0.1 second down from White Ryder. It almost seemed like they were carrying too much speed going to the finish line as a huge puff of smoke and they go careening into the wall, but it looked like towards the end there, the timing board put them at exactly tied with White Ryder. That was insane. That is so rare to happen in this league, and it already happened in the second exhibition race. So there you have it. Our qualifiers for our next race. Black Knight gets pole position at a 106.351. Red Thunder surprisingly down with Grasshopper with a 106.735, and then Grasshopper finishing up with a 108.73. So there's your starting lineup for the race. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. It is now race day on a Scrap Mechanic. Beautiful day. Well, they're all the same, really. The fans are still reeling over the tie between Black Knight and White Ryder. The racers are just finishing up their formation lap right now. We've got everyone in position. It looks like we're going to have a beautiful race today. Let me know what you guys want to see. If you guys have any suggestions, comments, or concerns in the comments, leave it in the Discord or the YouTube comments or wherever you want, and we'll get racing very soon. If this was a real race, this is where I would close up the betting. And so if you have any bets, make sure you have them all locked in and ready to go, because we're about to go racing. And that's the green flag, and let's get racing, everyone. It looks like Black Knight had a slow start, letting Chaos Shifter try to get around, but they hit a bump, but happened to stay going straight, so that's okay. White Ryder gets around the outside of Black Knight. This is intense, but a very clean first corner for the first time. So that's pretty good. Looks like Chaos Shifter is having some trouble with some braking or steering issues, but seems to try to get it out of control. Black Knight makes his way past White Ryder again, with Blue Bruiser trying to get back up into the front of the pack. Lemon Racer is not far behind. Still pretty clean. We got some bumps, but oh my goodness. Blue Bruiser completely knocks out Black Knight, putting them into the back of the race. Just when I was praising them for having a clean start, this goes and happens. However, it seems like it's kind of fair considering what happened to Blue Bruiser in the last race. White Ryder has the lead for now, but it's being challenged by 3 different people. Lemon Racer and Blue Bruiser both get around the outside, with Chaos Shifter and Sweet Haze coming up the middle out of nowhere. Lemon Racer gets around the outside, gets in front of White Ryder. Blue Bruiser is not far behind. Sweet Haze is also there in 3rd place for now. Lemon Racer sticks out in front into the first back stretch straightaway that we have coming into the finish line. So I guess this is the front stretch, with Lemon Racer, Sweet Haze, White Ryder, Blue Bruiser, all for really close, with less than a second of each other coming into first corner. Oof, they come together all together, but stay on track, which is amazing. Normally they would be spinning out all over the place, but I guess the bugs that we fixed made some improvements. There it is. You can see Red Thunder making his way up to the front, trying to peek his way into there. And Grasshopper out of the back is now up into 4th. Black Knight is still not far behind, so I guess that little incident that happened in the first lap didn't put him back too much. However, Chaos Shifter seems to be having some issues. The race has yet to settle down, and we come into the second half into the second lap. We got White Ryder leading going into the snake, Lemon Racer not far behind, and Blue Bruiser having a little challenge. It looked like Lemon Racer got spun a little bit by Blue Bruiser, letting White Ryder and Red Thunder come by. Black Knight has come back into fourth place, trying to get back at everyone else for knocking him back. Looks like Red Thunder is into the inside, Lemon Racer's on the inside, and Red Thunder pulls out into the lead. Blue Bruiser gets passed by Lemon Racer, but that might not be for long as they're trying to get into the slipstream of both Black Knight and Sweet Haze. But it looks like Sweet Haze is trying to keep Black Knight out of Red Thunder's draft. And now we got White Ryder and Red Thunder coming side by side into turn 1. White Ryder gets worse for wear, a little bit squirrely, getting some oversteer. And now gets completely spun out by Black Knight. What happened there? It looks like as White Ryder was trying to get back on track, they crossed over in front of Black Knight. Black Knight had nowhere to go and tapped White Ryder, tossing him around. And that puts him now in the back behind Chaos Shifter for the rest of this part of the lap. Looks like Sweet Haze has somehow made into the lead in front of Red Thunder with Grasshopper, who qualified dead last, but that doesn't really mean that they're slow. But Grasshopper is now into third. We still have an amazingly tight pack here battling for the lead when we're like 3 laps into this race. This is amazing. We got Blue Bruiser trying to catch on to Lemon Racer while Lemon Racer tries to catch on to Grasshopper, and it's train all the way up into first place. It looks like Black Knight gets cut off a little bit by Lemon Racer with it nowhere to go, but coming into the penultimate turn, they'll try to turn in and gets passed by Blue Bruiser as well. The pole position qualifier is not having a good time right now. Seems to be losing some control, trying to struggle for some traction. Too much acceleration out of that corner will get you past. 8 laps remaining, and we've got Red Thunder still in the lead, followed closely by Sweet Haze, actually just getting passed by Sweet Haze after the first corner, and might be able to hold on to it onto the inside of the second corner. And they do. So now it's Sweet Haze, Red Thunder, followed by Grasshopper, and then Blue Bruiser. Coming into the chicane, it's Red Thunder and Sweet Haze, and then Grasshopper is also trying to make a move. Blue Bruiser seems to be trying to get an inside line, but doesn't really hold on to it. And it looks like Sweet Haze is still holding on to the lead for now. And now going into the snake, it's going to be Red Thunder with the inside run, outbreaking Sweet Haze, but not quite outbreaking Sweet Haze at all, really, and getting passed by Grasshopper along the way. Grasshopper makes an amazing move up the inside of both of them and gets temporarily into the lead, but Sweet Haze grabs it back. They are clawing for position. Since this is a short sprint race, we do plan on having some endurance races. Having the position at the beginning is very key to winning these races. Sweet Haze seems to catch on to that as Grasshopper also tries to pull up to the front. Really not bad for qualifying last, but ending up in second place so far. We got Red Thunder and then Blue Bruiser and Lemon Racer also struggling back there, but also not too far behind. The person who is struggling though is Chaos Shifter. We don't know what's happened to them and what's happened to White Ryder too. They may have spun out somewhere but having a hard time catching up. 7 laps to go. Coming into the second corner, it's Grasshopper making a move on Red Thunder, getting that second place back while Red Thunder was fighting into the first corner. Coming into the chicane, Grasshopper tries to make a nice inside cut on Sweet Haze and gets a way better exit and gets a great acceleration, pulling them up into the lead for going into the snake. Red Thunder is still there on the inside, but it depends on who can outbreak who. And it looks like it's going to be Grasshopper. Yep, Grasshopper gets in front of all 3 of the cars. Huge contact between the 3 of them, causing some sliding, and Sweet Haze gets pushed into the wall. Can you believe it? They were leading for a majority of this race. They had some really fast laps, and now Grasshopper has taken the lead after pushing Sweet Haze into the wall. It looks like a major error on Red Thunder there, knocking them out for some reason, and now Blue Bruiser just spun out Lemon Racer. This pandemonium on the track. It seems like it's not enough pandemonium to cause a full course yellow or a caution flag to come out, and now we have a huge change in positions. Grasshopper has a nearly 1 second lead over Blue Bruiser, and there's like a 5-second gap between Blue Bruiser and Lemon Racer now. Halfway through the race, it's now completely stretched out. We've got Grasshopper with a commanding lead with Blue Bruiser, and now the battle for 3rd and 4th seems to be where everyone else is at. Black Knight has made his way back up into 4th place, following Lemon Racer trying to get back into 3rd. Chaos Shifter has made it back into 5th now, doing really well, much faster than he was at the start of this race. And now Red Thunder and Sweet Haze are battling for 6th and 7th. White Ryder is still picking up the back, but is now only 8 seconds from the leader and doing really well to claw himself back into the race. Coming into the first corner of the snake, looks like Blue Bruiser made a move on Grasshopper and now has gotten the lead coming around the outside into the second turn. Grasshopper did not like that and completely taps into the corner of Bruiser, knocking them back into second place. It looks like Blue Bruiser has recovered actually and will hold on to the second place hopefully, but gets a little bit oversteer on the exit of correction. And now Lemon Racer is there trying to get into there. Slows down, tries to be nice, you know, a little bit respectful for Lemon Racer, so that's good. But Black Knight is having none of it. The scrap mechanic physics engine is not liking the speed of these cars and causing them to randomly explode across the ground, making them spin out sometimes, but that doesn't mean that they won't move fast. Wow, Chaos Shifter makes an amazing pass, very clean pass on Black Knight for 4th place. And now the gap between 5 cars is less than 2 seconds. This split up race has now, in less than a lap, has become a close race for 1st place again. As you can see by the blue highlights across their names, the racers, Black Knight, Lemon Racer, Chaos Shifter, and Red Thunder, and now White Ryder have put in their fastest laps the last lap. That's what that means. Coming into the snake, it's going to be still Grasshopper. Actually, Blue Bruiser got past Grasshopper again. Hopefully Grasshopper won't end up doing what they did before. And now Blue Bruiser is trying to take the outside and Grasshopper won't let him. Black Knight slides himself up into 3rd place in front of Chaos Shifter and Lemon Racer, and now is going to try to go for 1st. Coming into the ultimate corner, looks like Grasshopper gets in front of Blue Bruiser, but temporarily, as they're now neck and neck coming towards the line. Don't discount Black Knight though, utilizing the strong slipstream effects in this league, trying to get back into 1st, but Lemon Racer and Chaos Shifter are right behind them. It looks like Blue Bruiser barely edged out Grasshopper into the line. We had some major technical difficulties with the scoreboard, so you can see the lap updating has not updated to 4 laps left, but there are now only 4 laps left in this race. Looks like Blue Bruiser, Lemon Racer, Grasshopper, and Black Knight are all coming towards the lead into the chicane, with Chaos Shifter not far behind. With an amazing on-camera onboard view, we can see Black Knight trying to strategically make his way and get a great exit on the exit of this chicane, but doesn't quite get it. Oh my goodness, Chaos Shifter completely loses control, running into Grasshopper, making them both lose control, but Chaos Shifter gets the end of it, and now Grasshopper completely runs into Black Knight, just carrying too much speed into that snake. In that confusion, it looks like Lemon Racer has gotten past Blue Bruiser, and now Black Knight makes an amazing double move on both of them and gets up into 2nd. Amazing corners for these last couple laps of this race. It looks like Lemon Racer still has a lead. Black Knight actually gets past Lemon Racer into the lead from pole position, back into the lead with almost 3 laps left. Lemon Racer is right there, and Grasshopper, who actually started in last, is now up into 3rd. That 3rd place didn't last for too long because it looks like Blue Bruiser has used Lemon Racer's slipstream to get past Grasshopper again, and now Grasshopper is going to fall down the order a little bit to even Sweet Haze from the looks of it. Speaking of which, it looks like Sweet Haze is coming straight down the inside of turn 2, trying to get in front of Grasshopper, but doesn't make it stick. Lemon Racer is still in front, coming to the chicane. Blue Bruiser gets past Black Knight, and now Grasshopper is still there. Sweet Haze and Red Thunder, out of nowhere, are now all battling for the lead. We've got 3 laps left. Don't let the board deceive you. Coming into the snake, it's Lemon Racer, Grasshopper, Blue Bruiser, Sweet Haze, Black Knight, and Red Thunder. And there's a spin. Grasshopper spins out, trying to get in front of Black Knight, carrying too much speed into the snake. That puts them into the back of this race and might even take them out for the rest of this race. We'll see how this goes, but it looks like Blue Bruiser has the lead for now. Lemon Racer is close behind, and so is Red Thunder, so we really don't know who's going to go where. Looks like Red Thunder makes a strange mistake. Looks like a little bit of an AI mistake there, turning too early, trying to hit the apex, but that doesn't mean that he's out of the race. His name does fall down the order quite a bit. Now we have Blue Bruiser into the lead, Lemon Racer following, Black Knight just a little bit over a second behind. It looks like Blue Bruiser just put in their fastest lap of this race at a very opportune time for them. Black Knight is still behind. It says he got in front for turn 1, but won't be in front for turn 2, and Lemon Racer is right there. Sweet Haze also close, and now White Ryder, who seemed to be just taking his time, trying not to make mistakes, has got himself up into 5th place. Oh, another spin and a crash for Lemon Racer this time. Looks like Sweet Haze got behind him going into the chicane. With 2 laps left, they're showing no mercy to each other, and that knocks Lemon Racer completely out of this race. There is no penalizing for spinning other racers out in this league, so all's fair in love and war. Blue Bruiser has a small lead in front of Black Knight and Sweet Haze coming into the snake. Now midway through, it looks like Black Knight is going to get the inside in front of Sweet Haze, pushing them out slightly, but Blue Bruiser is going to hold on to the lead. Looks like Chaos Shifter and Grasshopper are also having a battle down there for 6th and 7th. Coming on to Beckwith Raceway's long front stretch, it's going to be Blue Bruiser with Black Knight following closely behind. This actually might be a great position for Black Knight, as falling in behind with the draft on this long straightaway will get you a good position for the start of this next lap. Final lap, everyone, and it's going to be Black Knight with Blue Bruiser and then Sweet Haze close behind. Black Knight couldn't make the move stick on Blue Bruiser though, giving them a strong opportunity to stay in front, and now Sweet Haze gets in front of Black Knight because of that small mistake, and then White Ryder out of nowhere comes in for 4th. This is a 4-car battle for 1st place in the final lap of this race. Red Thunder's made his way up into 5th, really well to recover from that one mistake, and now Black Knight makes the move on Blue Bruiser and is now in front going into the snake. Let's see if who can outbreak who going into this first corner. It looks like Blue Bruiser does make it, but Sweet Haze is close behind. Black Knight is going to try to stay on the outside of that corner so he can get on the inside, but it doesn't. He doesn't pull it off. Blue Bruiser just gets amazing acceleration into the corner, and now Sweet Haze is close behind. White Ryder is trying to make a move past Sweet Haze to get into at least 3rd, but doesn't seem like they can hold on. Black Knight, the pole qualifier, is trying to not lose out to Blue Bruiser, but might actually come into the final turn. White Ryder makes another final attempt at trying to get in front of Sweet Haze, but doesn't quite make it stick without completely spinning them out. So that looks like it's how it'll be. Looks like it's going to be Blue Bruiser, Black Knight, Sweet Haze, White Ryder, and then Red Thunder, and then Grasshopper, and then Chaos Shifter, and then Lemon Racer for the final lap of this race. Congratulations to Blue Bruiser getting the win and actually getting the fastest lap on his final lap as well. It looks like White Ryder actually also got the fastest lap of the entire race with a 106.432, actually 1/10 off of the qualifying time, which is really fast for a race pace. Coming up next, we will have some more races, official races for the Scrap Mechanic Auto Racing League, along with some development information. If you guys need to know more, feel free to ask questions in the Discord if you have any more comments or suggestions. I will open up things to sponsorship and ownership as well, so expect to see that in the Discord. We'll have that opened up using the shop. But that's it for now. That concludes this exhibition races, and next we will be starting season 1 with championship points and actual prizes, maybe even cash prizes on the line. I hope to see you guys next time for our next Scrap Mechanic Auto Racing League race. Feel free to subscribe for more content, and as always, I hope you guys have a great morning, afternoon, night, or evening, and we'll see you next time.